What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. How are we all feeling about the Behind the Sims Summit stream? My voice hurts a little bit because I was kind of screaming there towards the end of the stream. They better announce something good because this can't be it. I was worried, and then in the last like 30 seconds, my whole entire world was changed. And then I went back and kind of watched the stream bit by bit and realized there was a lot more to that than I think we actually realize, and it required us to pay a little attention, you know, connect the dots and dig really deep. So in this video, I'm gonna go over some of the bullet points, some of the things that are interesting to me, and just give you guys a quick little synopsis of what the summit was all about and how I interpreted it. But of course, I highly suggest that you actually watch the stream yourself so that you can get your own perspective, and then maybe come back to me in the comments and we can chat about it. Around the 9-minute mark of the stream, we were told we could anticipate 2 brand new expansion packs and also some kits for The Sims 4, and then we were shown some concept art as to what those look like. The one thing that I noticed is that it said New Worlds, and then I looked a little bit deeper into the concept art and I could tell that it appears we might get some sort of a cityscape world, which I'm super excited for because I love San Myshuno and I've always wanted more like city-esque themed worlds for The Sims, you know? And then if you look even more closely, you can kind of get more detail as to what the expansion might be about. There's a kid on a bike. There's also a baby strapped to its mother's back. And then I also noticed the essence of family. We have some booths over here which could sell produce, and that's kind of what it looks like. Maybe some other various kiosks, and the world itself looks very colorful. I don't know if these are 2 individualized worlds or they're just one world and they're just showing, like, you know, just like the imagery of it or whatnot, but it looks super exciting and I'm really eager, especially with the other slides I'm going to show you, to almost say that I think we might be getting a Generations expansion. I'm super excited. Moving on to some brand new builds. I'm assuming that these are going to be probably like related to the kit. So this one looks very like cabin-esque. There's like a lot of wood detailing in here. I love like the patterned curtains. Those are super fun. A lot of beautiful cabinetry, kind of closely mimicking, I want to say something from like cottage living. I don't know. These look very similar to me, but I do like the cups hanging from this particular cabinet. And then just all of the beautiful details here. It looks like it could possibly be maybe just like a new little light fixture, some brand new tables and chairs and things like that. This would be great for like outdoor retreat, you know, if you wanted to make a cabin or something. And I like the little decor on the wall too. We have like a little box over here, a anchor to guitar, various art pieces and little knickknacks and odds and ends, cute little basket. Literally, the list goes on. And then this slide here, it says more ways to tell your Sims story. Now, a little bit later into the stream, we were told, and I'll go over this later, that there's going to be downloadable CC and mods through a trusted source, meaning like they're bringing people into this program that is allowing them to basically have players like us download trusted mods and CC straight into our games. And I don't know if that's like through console or whatever, but this image here kind of reminded me of maybe something along those lines. I don't know, but I did notice that there's a pair of dentures over here in a water cup. Or, well, maybe not water, but like, you know, dental solution. And then also like these little, like, I love this little you know, plastic tray thing with all the bangles, hair clips and whatnot. It just gives me Generations, you know. And also like the family photos over here, old cards in container storage. I don't know, I'm really hoping that we're gonna get a Generations expansion. I would literally die. Like, I want it so much more now. These images are really like are a big tease. And then we have Lindsay, who was talking about the Sims 4 crossover with Overwolf. So basically, as I was saying earlier, they are creating a destination where Sims 4 players can download trusted CC and mods. And I hope this means for console too. So, you know, like Ice Mun Mun, I think, is already a part of that program. We have, I want to say Twisted Mexi as well. There's a few other creators that are already a part of that program. But imagine being able to go on something sort of like the gallery and downloading custom content for your game and being able to do this on console. I will be so upset. I will be so upset if this brand new platform or destination isn't available for console, because in my eyes that would almost defeat the purpose. So a couple other cool things too is that free play, the Sims free play, is getting an overhaul. So this is what the Sims looked like before. And then this is what they look like now. Why does this look like Deli? Like, I was like, oh my gosh, this looks like her. It's so much better, so much better. I really like the upgrade they did for the Sims 3 play. If you play, let me know in the comments down below. I personally don't play any Sims 4 mobile games, but that's just because I prefer PC. But I really do like what they've done with the actual avatars. They've made them look so much better. And then for the Sims mobile, you guys are going to be getting balconies and also like an easier way to like play around with the build tools, I believe. Again, didn't really pay too much detail into that, unfortunately. But yeah, balconies will be coming to the Sims 4 mobile. And then we have the biggest and most largest question mark of the actual stream. Project Rene. Here, I'm gonna play this clip for you
Thanks,
guys.
Phoebe. Yes, I am back because I always have a little something extra up my sleeve, and I'm not quite ready to be done here today. I am so excited to share today a first look at the future of The Sims innovation. For me, this is an honor to reveal, as I started working on The Sims as a game tester 20 years ago, and now I have the privilege to help usher the franchise into the next decade and beyond. We are building the next generation Sims game and creative platform, reimagining the Sims you know and love with new ways to play. This is the future of The Sims, built on a foundation of charming Sims, powerful tools, and meaningful stories. This future requires us to stay true to what The Sims has always been while pushing to evolve how those Sims think and behave, to push tools even further when creating and customizing, and to explore innovative ways to not only tell stories, but to collaborate on those stories or creations with your closest friends across your favorite devices. The Sims has always evolved to reflect you, our players, and your experiences. We have a growing team focused on this game, working alongside the Sims 4 and mobile teams. And now we want to share this with you earlier than ever before because we want you to be a part of our development journey. Exploring different ways to play The Sims requires us to commit to different ways of building it. Today marks the start of our journey over the next few years. Our working title for this new generation is Project Rene. Now, we chose Project Rene because it's reminiscent of words like renewal, renaissance, rebirth, and it represents our renewed commitment to The Sims. And that's what we're doing. We're ushering in a new future for The Sims with a new game experience and more. Now, I want to give you all a very early behind-the-scenes look at what we're testing and exploring. Again, this is very early and just a few aspects of what Project Rene will grow to be. We start with our creative tools, a key part of our Sims DNA. We're experimenting with what's worked and where we can push further to offer more flexibility than ever before. We begin with the ability to change not only patterns and colors, but also the shapes of the objects that you'll be using when you build and decorate in-game. For years, we've seen the power of the community coming together and sharing the cool things you can do with your friends. Whether you've used the gallery or shared your creations elsewhere, being able to celebrate each other's work has been a long-standing tradition. With Project Rene, we want to make it easier to work together and share. You can choose to play or create by yourself or with your close friends. It's entirely your choice. No matter who you may want to play with, we want you to be able to play wherever you want. So this is demonstrating an early technology test of how you can play this game across supported devices of your choosing. Same experience, different screens. Now, this is just a small taste of what Project Rene and the team is working on alongside the Sims 4 and mobile teams. Over the next couple of years, we'll continue sharing updates with all of you on Project Rene. We'll share in-progress work, explorations, sneak peeks, and behind-the-scenes content, as well as start to open up early access to Project Rene's software to small groups over time. And I'll say it one more time before I go, this is super early for us, and we've never shared information about our games years before they launched to the world, but we are so excited to take you on this journey with us. Now, the best way to keep up with all of this and any news about Project Rene, alongside news of The Sims 4 and mobile games, is to sign up with thesims.com and follow our social channels for any updates from the Sims team. So that's it for me. Thank you for being here.
At first, after watching that clip, I was kind of confused. I mean, leading up to it, it definitely seems like Sims 5 is in the works, but what kind of version of Sims 5 is this? It's so early in development that it kind of threw me for a loop, because some people are like, oh, another mobile game, and then others are like, no, this is the early development of The Sims 5, and I actually cannot tell left or right which way it is, so y'all can let me know what you think in the comments down below. But whatever this brand new version of The Sims is, it's clear that they are taking on a more customizable approach. We'll be able to do things like finally access the color wheel yet again. We'll be able to change the different fabrics and patterns, and also even the shapes of certain furniture items as well. We'll be able to even customize the bed frame. Is anybody else kind of getting paralyzed vibes? I don't know what it is, but I'm starting to feel like this is mimicking that. Again, it's super early in development, so everything is very minimalistic, and you know, there's not really a lot going on. This is definitely what appears to be like the raw tool form, but just looking at how detailed everything is, I can't help but think maybe this is like an early version of The Sims 5. They have various furniture items and laptops and things like that. And another thing that I noticed is that, well, later down the line, I noticed apartments too. And one of the things that was like mentioned in the live stream is about like cross compatibility, so that what you're playing on the actual computer, you're able to play on any compatible mobile device as well. So as you guys can see, here's what I'm talking about, like the apartment section. So I'm a little excited. Like, apartments are a thing right off the bat. Like, sign me up. But also, I can play on my phone too. That's wild to me. That is seriously so crazy. And just how complicated you can get with the arrangement of your room or your layout or what have you. It's very intriguing, and all the items are super duper beautiful. They're very detailed. You can also add pillows and things. So again, they're really going for being able to fully customize your space, and I like that. Clearly right now in the stream they're focusing on just like the building assets of it, but again, I'm just noticing some similarities between Paralives and the UI of this brand new Project Rene, whatever that is.
Wow! You know, I had suspected they had something up their sleeves. Well, we made it. My name is Phoebe Robinson. This has been the Behind the Sims Summit. Thank you for joining us. And please don't forget that The Sims 4 is now free to download. So make sure to get it. Check out all it has to offer. For more news, sign up at thesims.com, and don't forget to follow The Sims on Twitter and Instagram. Is that all? Wait, hold on. Is that infant still crying? Let me go check on that.
About 20 seconds before this clip, her and I had the same face, because I was thinking, this is the end of the summit. That's it. Like, where's the good stuff? Where's the juice? Like, what the hell is happening? I was more confused then than I was before. Like, I was a little disappointed too. I was about to disable my router, turn off the internet, hide my phone, crawl underneath the couch, and then she says, is that infant still crying? And I was like, oh, they didn't. They saved the best for last, and they sure did. Because right after that statement, they played this clip.
No, boo.
I think I was screaming for about a solid 10 minutes. I couldn't even freaking believe that finally, after all of these years, we are getting babies as an actual life state instead of objects. It was almost so hard for me to believe. I couldn't fathom it. But then I started putting all the words to the puzzle together. Infant, crying, expecting 2023. Those are all, terms related to babies and infancy. And then also in the beginning of the stream, there was the baby crying shortly after they were showing the concept art for like the new worlds and like the kid on the bike, and I was like, oh, holy crap, y'all, we are going to get a Generations expansion. We are going to get it. Like, I could almost bank on it at this point. But then I was confused because, well, are babies going to be part of that expansion? Because there's going to be a lot of people who are going to be very, very, very rightfully so upset about that. You know, I don't know if they would do that to us. I hope not. I really do hope that they introduce Better Babies, as I'm going to call it, as a separate entity, a base game update, and then maybe through the Generations expansion add on some more objects or, you know, clothing options, or, you know, just being able to customize your babies further through that expansion. I feel like that's a happy medium. So with this little collage of photos that I took from that clip, you can clearly see the baby is crawling and, you know, kind of falling. So maybe this is like a new motor skill of some type where they actually have to learn how to crawl. That would be really cool. Also, baby's got a full head of hair, which is a little much, and I'll get into that in just a second. But I also noticed a few new objects too. So over here we have like the little I guess over here too we have like a little elephant and some either diapers or some sort of, I don't know, book collection. Cute little nightstand with a nice little lamp. We have a bucket of toys and plushies, and also what appears to be like a playpen of sorts. Now, the only discrepancy I have about these babies is that they don't look like babies. They look like little miniature toddlers, and I don't know how I feel about it. It really could just be the hair. So my like sincere advice is that this is going to be a problem. Like, if these babies look like smaller versions of toddlers, that is really going to, I don't know, it's not gonna, how do I say, it's not gonna fare well. You know what I'm saying? I really do think they need to have like some lighter hair, maybe even like, you know, just like some really fine like angel like hair or something, more hair types. I hope maybe this is like a, you know, like storytelling, like how babies towards the end of their infancy, they do start looking like toddlers. So maybe that's what it is. But this baby's crawling, and, you know, like that's something that kind of happens in the earlier stages of infancy, like around the 6-7 month mark. I can't remember, but definitely not when a baby's a year. But, you know, granted, some babies do learn how to walk a little bit later in infancy. So I take that back. I don't know. Maybe that's just me being picky. But at the end of the day, what really matters is we are getting better babies, and I don't really give a crap what they look like. I'm just glad that they're not confined to their cribs anymore. For the $1 million question that I'm sure a lot of you have in your minds, you're all like, okay, great, we're getting better babies, but when is that due date? When can we expect for them to actually be babies and not objects? And thankfully, Sim Guru Frost, aka Andy, said, I'm so excited. The team has been working on this for so long, and they are coming next year. Cough early 2023. Cough. So that means it could be January, it could be February, it could be March. It could even be April, I guess, if that's still, you know, is technically early 2023, or it could be on the exact same date as the toddler release 6 years ago. So who really knows when exactly that will be? But it'll definitely be early 2023. Is anybody else's head spinning right now? Because I feel like that was just so much information to take in, but I'm really excited for the future of The Sims 4 and the future of Project Rene. When I was first looking at the footage, I was so in my ways. I'm like, this better not be another damn mobile game. But then the more I thought about it and the more that I was conversing with y'all on Twitter, I realized, holy crap, that is The Sims 5. Like, they just announced The Sims 5. It has to be, because you remember with The Sims 4, they called it Project Olympus, right? So Project Rene, I mean, it makes sense. But I guess I just don't want to get my hopes up, because so far it's really early in development and I don't know how to feel about what I'm seeing. It's just too early to tell. But anyways, y'all, I hope you enjoyed this video and sitting and chit-chatting with me about all of the brand new changes and all of the things coming to the Sims franchise. Please, please, please let me know how you're feeling about everything in the comments down below, but do keep it respectful, because no matter how you feel about the Sims, there's no no wrong or right way to feel about it. It's a matter of personal preference, and either way, I think we can converse with each other respectfully. So anywho's, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this video here. I hope y'all enjoyed, and if you did, you know what to do, boo. Don't forget to go ahead and comment, rate, and subscribe. Let me know what y'all think in the comments down below where the sun doesn't shine, and I will see you all next time. Bye, guys.